At the White House today, President Biden gathered survivors and family members of victims of mass shootings to celebrate the passage of the most significant legislation to curb gun violence in 3 decades. The bipartisan Safer Communities Act incentivizes states to create red flag laws, enhances background checks, cracks down on straw purchases, and closes what is known as the boyfriend loophole. Still, activists and advocates are demanding more, including Parkland father Manuel Oliver, who interrupted the president mid-speech to say the new law alone is not enough.
Today's many things is proof that despite the naysayers, we can make meaningful progress on dealing with gun violence. Because make no mistake, sit down, you'll hear what I have to say. If you think you...
I'm trying to tell you this for years.
Joining me now from Washington is NBC's Maura Barrett. So, Maura, what exactly was the father asking for? It was hard to tell in that audio.
So a spokesperson for the father clarified to NBC that Manuel Oliver didn't think that this event this afternoon should be a straight celebration. He was worried that Republicans would pass off the law as them doing something and then ignoring future events where people get killed because of gun violence. And so obviously the White House did want to pass this off as a win today, but even Biden did note that this is the first step, that he's looking for more, as well as he welcomed family members and survivors of many shootings over the last couple of years to the White House today, some of them holding an event after the gun violence event at the White House today. I want you to hear some of this press conference from a group called Survivors Empowered.
He has good intent, but we also know he has not followed through. So today we are here with our colleagues saying we expect you to follow through on your promises. We expect you to repeal PLACA. We expect you to have a gun violence prevention office with someone in charge of it that understands this issue, not just have someone in that office, but someone who truly is dedicated and knows the ins and outs of this issue. We're not going to stay quiet and say, well done, Mr. Biden, Mr. President, when there's so much more to do.
Now, as we look more broadly across the country, new Pew polling this morning pointed out that a majority of Americans support the legislation, but 78% say that they think that this legislation will do little or nothing at all to curb further gun violence. So that's why you heard from President Biden today. He's still looking for a ban on assault rifles. He's looking for safe storage laws, as well as expansion of background checks. And he's pushing Congress to do more. Though what will be interesting, though, is we saw the White House and President Biden kind of sit back during the negotiations for this legislation. They did not get directly involved. And so when you see the president step in, urging Congress to do more, it will be interesting to watch how much he decides to involve himself going forward. Katie?